are you guys doing? So here's what I want to be covering today, guys. GMB optimization and ranking. That's what I'll be covering today. Want to talk to you about a couple of things. These are some things we've been doing. I want to talk to you about GMB optimization. I wanted to cover two different topics today. One is how to rank websites and generate leads without GMBs. And the other is how to rank a GMB for multiple keywords, rank it, different things to do. Because at the end of the day, websites with GMBs produce a lot more calls than websites without GMBs, okay? So maybe we'll have the websites without, lead generation, generating calls from websites without a GMB. We'll have it for another day, but we'll just jump into GMB optimization rank. So here's a screenshot. It's about a 2-3 month time period. We took one of our websites. It's actually an HVAC client from, he was literally just ranking in the map only for his location. Like in his address, if you Google, it was, in the top 3. But then for everything else, he was not even in the top, not top 3. And for some of you may know, some of you may not know, this is different tools you can track this. Local Dominator, Local Falcon. This is one of the tools there. So if it's green, that basically means if you're doing a search. So I have an example, Tree Service Toledo. If you're showing up in the map pack, okay, if that's the case, then this is going to show green top, so basically this is a map grid. You can choose 5-mile radius or 5 square miles, 1 square, square miles, 10 square miles. It's just a grid. And it basically shows if somebody in some area is searching from wherever they are searching, what number in the maps you are. So when we started with this guy here, he was literally nowhere. And this is, I think, a 1-mile radius, maybe a 2-mile radius, I'm not sure. But he was just literally, you see this one green dot, he was ranking in the map for literally his location, right? If you moved even a few feet away, quarter of a mile away, and you did the search for his keyword, he was not showing up. He was not in the map pack. And we did a few things to bring him here. And this is just one example. And I want to just go over a couple of things here. So I see a lot of people asking questions on GMB SEO. They're basically saying, hey, how can I rank my GMB? I was talking to a potential client the other day, a junk removal company, and he's like, hey, I don't care about SEO. I just want maps SEO, okay? And so I had to explain to him, it's not that search engine optimization is optimizing for the search engines, Google, right? It doesn't matter if you are maps or organic, it's a combination of both, because a lot of people equate saying, I don't care about website, I only want the GMB. Last week somebody hit me up in the Facebook live I was doing saying, I have a GMB, it's getting calls, but we don't have a website, but I want to rent the GMB. I had to let him understand you can do that, but if you just put a website and optimize a website, you'll actually have the GMB ranking for multiple keywords, okay? So I'll go over the steps here, but I want to show you a quick example. This is just 1 or 2 examples. So I'm doing a search for Tree Service Toledo. Now I'm in Michigan. You can go and search in Toledo, right, using different tools. But I want to show you the results coming up, right? When I do a search for Tree Service Toledo, Toledo is about a 250,000 population city. You see this Big Swing Tree comes up, Steve's Tree Services comes up, JJ Tree Service comes up. And these guys, some of them are ranking organic also, but we'll just stick to maps, right? What I want to show you is this, okay? I'm searching. So just from this keyword, these guys are getting calls, obviously, because they're ranking in the map pack, right? Steve, JJ, Big Swing. If I do a search for tree removal Toledo, you see that pretty much the same guys. If I do a search for tree trimming Toledo, Steve, JJ, Big Swing. You see that? If I do stump grinding or stump removal, now you see the difference. The other 2 guys are gone, but Steve is still ranking. Okay, and we want to find out why. I'm going to show you some examples as to why, right? So just so you understand, everything from tree trimming, tree removal, all the guys are ranking for multiple keywords. They have a lot of reviews. They have all of that. But when I do a search for stump grinding, the other 2 guys fall off the map pack for that keyword, but Steve is sticking right there, right? One of the reasons these guys, JJ and Big ranking, is because they have the word tree and service. This guy's got tree service and removal. right? Less reviews, but they have the keyword at least. So if I do tree removal, you see that tree, he's got the word removal and tree. So this is contributing to the fact to him ranking, right? But I want to show you what Big Swing is doing. Steve's tree is doing. And so we want to go into his GMB right now. One of the first things I see, obviously, he has a lot of GMBs. I mean, a lot of reviews, sorry. Okay. Did he get the reviews, real reviews? Did he get fake reviews? We're going to look into it. But the number one thing that's differentiating him is reviews. Okay. Now, if I go into the pictures, he's got a lot of pictures, and these are not stock images. These are user generated pictures. So one good thing that he's doing, you see this? These are real pictures that he's uploading. And pictures, we will go into it a little bit later. It's got EXIF data. It's got there's a difference between uploading pictures and putting up reviews from somewhere outside of Toledo and compared to uploading pictures, a lot of pictures. He's got a ton of pictures and reviews from inside Toledo. So if I go into reviews, and I'm going fast over here, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to comment or put it in the chat. He pretty much has, the most recent one a month ago is not the best review, but he's got a lot of reviews. Okay. Again, Toledo, Ohio, winter tree service. If you know anything about the tree removal, tree service niche, November, December, January, February are pretty much dead, right? So he had reviews going in summer, and he has all that reviews going. So 3 months ago he got a couple of reviews. You see that, right? What I also want to show you, I saw in this guy, is he has a lot of these local guide reviews. It could be fake reviews, because I see a lot of these local guide reviews, right? These guys this is a review from a local guide account. This is another local guide account, right? This is, let's go, right? I saw a couple of more local guide accounts. These are local guide accounts. You see that? So those are helping local guide accounts. Like if I take this local guide account that he's got, there is absolutely, local guide accounts play a heavier factor, right? So if you get a review from a local guide account, it plays a higher factor when it comes to ranking. Okay. But I want to show this local guide. If I open this Archie Beasley guy, local guide, right? And I'm looking at him for the first time. He has done a lot of reviews. He has 146 reviews, but all of it in Toledo, Ohio. You see that? Almost all the reviews are in Toledo, Ohio. He has one over here. Pretty much everything is Toledo, Ohio. He is not a vendor. Okay, this is the tree service, right? But he's doing cafe, he's doing barbecue. He could be a real person. Looks like he's a real person building up his reviews, right? So where I'm going with this is this guy's Steve's tree service, and I don't know who he is. I just picked him now. I'm going to be muting you guys just so everyone can listen, right? He's doing a good job of reviews, and he's getting these local guide reviews. But the reason a lot of these reviews are falling apart, I know a lot of you guys, including me, we pay review vendors for reviews, and the reviews don't stick because most of these reviews are from outside the local IP. In this case, we just saw the example. This guy, I actually thought 146 reviews, he was a professional review vendor reviewing everything, but he's only been reviewing in Toledo, Ohio. All of his reviews are in Toledo, Ohio. Toledo, you see that? All of that, okay? So one of the things I want to show you is reviews play a big role. Most of you know that. Keywords in the review. I'm not going to go all that, right? But I want to talk to you about a couple of things that we did to take, we do to take clients from red in the map grid to green. Before I go into stuff we do in the GMB, in the map listing, a lot of SEO gurus will start talking about GMB, put pictures, put the location, the IP in the images and all of that. Before I go into all of that, I cannot stress enough about having your website built out fully, right? As many pages as you can. What do I mean by that? This guy is a great example, right? If I go back here, okay, this tree, this Steve's tree guy, I opened him up here. He has service pages for tree removal, a separate page for tree trimming, a separate page for stump grinding, if I can speak today. Does it make sense? Separate pages But when I do a search for tree removal, it's his GMB with the home page. See that? When I do tree trimming, this guy still comes up, Steve's tree comes up with a GMB in the home page. If I do stump removal, stump grinding, whatever, this is the, you know what I'm saying? So he's got multiple service pages, but his map, his GMB is ranking in the map pack for multiple keywords. Does that make sense? Okay. Steve's tree service is organic, is his stump grinding page coming up. You see that stump grinding? But in the maps, it's his homepage and GMB. So a lot of people sometimes just go after one keyword. I'm talking about ranking multiple keywords, ranking your GMB in the map pack for multiple keywords. And that starts with the website. Build out the website with as many pages, service pages as possible. Do all your keyword research, long tail, secondary, LSI keywords. I'm not going to go into details, right? We've covered that in other webinars and Facebook Lives and Zooms. Thank you, Ricardo, right? Not too many people talk about the website being built out, because here is something you may want to write down. What you put on your website, okay? What you put on your website tells Google what your website should rank for. What you put on your website will tell Google what your website should rank for. What you put outside your website, what you do outside and link to your website will tell Google how high to rank you for. Does that make sense? What you do on your website that's on-page optimization, tells Google what keywords your website should be ranking for. What you do outside the website, off-page optimization, backlinks, will tell Google how high to rank you for. Make sense? Okay, people. Awesome. So number one thing, guys, I can't stress this enough. Build out your website. There are people, I get hit all the time, people messaging me, tagging me and asking, I have a GMB, is ranking for this keyword. I'm getting a few calls. How can I increase calls? And I tell them, put a website in the GMB, build out the website, because the on-page optimization of the website plays a huge role in the maps ranking. I'm not even talking organic ranking. Each SEO, each page in the title tag, meta title, you can make sure your main keyword is there. So if your main keyword, if your website is tree service, if this page is all about tree service, look what he's done. He's done professional tree trimming, tree removal. He's put all that. But if you want to rank only for tree removal, I would say put tree removal, and I would just say you want to play it smart, right? You want to say tree removal, Toledo, Ohio, but then you also want to find out what other related keywords that tree removal can be and put long tail keywords. So people will search for local tree removal, best tree removal, 24/7 emergency tree removal, insured, maybe you can put those keywords in, right? But you can absolutely put more than just the main keyword there, okay? Now, going back to this. So one of the most important things when it comes to off-page, I'm not going into interlinking and all that. I can show you some examples, another example. But off-page is citations and social profiles with the correct name, address, phone number. PBNs, what's called unstructured citation, I will cover later on. I don't want to go technical in detail, okay? Ricardo says, should I create one page for each location? Yes, one page for each location, yes. If you're doing a multi-location website, right? We're just focusing on one city, Toledo, right? If you just find 100,000 to 200,000 population city and you learn to rank multiple keywords, you'll get enough calls, guys. It's crazy. Albert says, I can verify what you're saying. I created a 50-page topical map focusing on roof replacement. Google picked it up. Awesome. There you go. Albert did what I was saying. He built out multiple pages, 50 pages, all about roof replacement. Google and GMB picked it up and ranked me for all the roof replacement keywords. You see that? Now, citations, I can't stress it enough. See if you can clean up the citations, okay? What do I mean by that, right? I use Bright Local. You can use any tool. There's a lot of tools over here. But one of the things I do is you can go and find out your competitors, how many pictures they have, how many reviews they have, what category they have. We'll cover that in a bit. But you can see the competition right here. And so if you have less than the average number of reviews, you may want to put more reviews. Does that make sense? If you have less than the average number of pictures, you may want to put, the goal is to be better in every area here than the other guys. So unequivocally, without a shadow of doubt, let Google know I am better in every area of my ranking factors. Ricardo says, have you done any change to GMB or just for the structure? Okay, Ricardo is asking, Albert, is that what it is? Do you recommend any review provider in Australia? Are you in Australia, Ricardo? Okay, yep. I've been using review vendors. It's not sticking. I'm now starting to use local reviews. Okay, Ricardo is Australia. Awesome. Okay. But this is how you want to do it, right? You can use Bright Local to do a citation cleanup. What do I mean by citation cleanup, right? This guy, Steve's tree service, let me go back to the GMB. Google tells me, well, in his case, his address is not visible, it looks like. Do you see his address anywhere? Let's find somebody who's got an address out there. Am I missing something? Am I missing the address or what? What's happening? We're not see the address here. Here we go, right? Here's the address, right? Let's say I copy this address, if I can copy it. Okay. This is what Google tells me, right? Just as an example, right? If I want to go in Google My Business, whatever the format of address is, it's 29333 113th Street, Toledo, Ohio. You see that? That's whatever Google tells you, according to Google, is the source of truth. That's what you want to use in your other citations. So in your Facebook page that you're creating for your business, in your Yelp listing, Manta listing, BBB, LinkedIn page, YouTube channel, Instagram page, you cannot go and say, street, Toledo, Ohio, 12933, comma. You get what I'm saying? You want to put it exactly like this. The more accurate it is, the better. Okay? Because name, address, phone number. I have cases in my own Facebook group. People tell, I think about a week or two ago, somebody said they got a new client. All they did was do a citation cleanup, and the 3, 4, 5 days later, the client calls and says, oh my God, my calls are increasing. That's how crazy it can be. So anyway, let's go, right? This is everything to do with website optimization. What do you do in the GMB? Number one thing, okay? Number one thing, you want to make sure your GMB is fully flushed out. What do I mean by fully flushed out? Go and fill out every GMB service, picture, description, everything as much as possible. Most people just put one primary category, add more secondary categories, okay? So if you have an HVAC contractor, put air conditioning in secondary category, air conditioning repair services, another category, like put the more categories, the better. Fill out your description with keywords, commonly used keywords. Fill out as many fields as you can. Reviews, right? Take the top guys or how many reviews they have, and you want to see how you can have at least more than them. Citations, like I said, we use Bright Local. Does it make sense? Images, more the better. So here is the example, right? You see, it shows your profile strength. I don't know if you guys can see it. Can you guys see this? Okay, let me maybe give you an example. Hold on. Yeah, I'm going to open up one of my GMBs. So this is my GMB for my agency. You see this here, profile strength. You want to complete it as much as you can. Even here, I haven't fully completed. When I click on complete info, it'll probably give me a lot more. I can turn on messaging. I can do a lot more. Does that make sense? Okay. Make sure you do this fully so this profile strength becomes 100%. Okay. That means you go to your edit profile. I had a screenshot over here, right? You want to build it out as much as you can, flush it out. Okay. Put your phone number, your website, your service area, opening hours, attributes, other properties, anything and everything. Okay. Business name, categories, flush it out. The more, the better. Does that make sense, guys? Any questions, anything on that? Let's see. Trying to find out. Albert also says you use iframe. Yep, that's awesome. Okay. Does that make sense, guys? So that's basically like stuff like that. If you start doing, I don't want to go too much in detail. That's going to help you a lot. But the number one thing I want to show you, let me share my screen again, is start with the website. A lot of people neglect this. Just put a website, do what Albert was saying he did, build it out as many pages as you can, do your keyword research the right way, okay? Do as much as you can. Let me show you another example right here. I'm doing a search for personal injury lawyer, Orlando. You see Tina Williams comes up, Just Call Mo, Japson comes up. Personal injury lawyer, Orlando, okay? If I do a search for auto accident, or let's just say car accident, lawyer Orlando, Tina William comes up, just call Mo comes up. Did Todd come up for the other one? Todd did not come up. Do you see that? So now you can see these two guys have something that the other guys don't have. And it's this, it's okay. You see that? Especially Tina Williams is a home page. This guy is an inner page. Just call Mo has just from Orlando, but he's got a lot of reviews. So now with less reviews, Tina is ranking for multiple keywords. I want to find out what she's doing. How do I go find out? I want to see how many pictures does she have. You can use the Bright Local tool. You see that? She's got videos uploaded. She's got, I'm pretty sure a couple of these could be the Google photo, you know, like she's got her office, all of that. If I look at the reviews, let's go by newest reviews 2 months ago. She's responding to reviews. You see that? She's filled out as much as you can. Updates. Okay, she's updating Google posts, all that. There's a reason Google GMB has all those different features. You want to start using them. But you also, what you want to also do is see, okay, how many pages does this website have? Look at that, 318 pages, right? Now I can go and put this lady website over here, okay? What happened? How do I find that? Let's go put this over here. Let me show one more thing. And I can see not just the keyword she's ranking for, but I can also go and see the kind of backlinks. More importantly, I explain this in my coaching program. If you go to anchor text, anchors over here, that's going to show you a lot. Okay. For this subdomain, if you see here, she's got 104 referring domains, empty anchor text. And I want to find out what those are. I can click on those. Are those pictures? These are citations, and they're just going to URL. Okay. You see that? Where it goes? Sorry, anchor. Let's go here. Okay. She's got 40 domains, just the URL. She's got 26 with the inner URL. She's got 25 her name. You see where I'm going here, right? Now for homepage alone, the exact URL, I can now look at the anchor text. She does not have too many backlinks that has the anchor text that's her exact match, exact keyword. So her keyword is personal injury lawyer or car accident lawyer. She's got one here, but a lot of these are URL, brand name, URL, generic, URL, generic. You see that? URL. Very few with this, and I'm pretty sure these are citations. Yep, yellow pages, easy local. You see that? A lot of times, over optimization of backlinks plays a big role too. So the whole thing here, I don't want to go too much in details, guys. In GMB map ranking, website optimization plays a big role, number one. So build it out properly. And if you need, I can do more every week. I think I'll probably do a training on something that'll make sense. But without building out the website and on-page and off-page properly, don't expect the GMB to rank for multiple keywords. Does that make sense? We have a tree guy. I'm in Michigan. This summer, when reviews started slipping, GMB is getting started suspending, the Google update happened in summer. I started a process with him where he can go and get real reviews every time he did the job. And we followed up and we did some automation and got real reviews. And his reviews are all sticking. Whereas the ones we use vendors, most of them are not sticking, right? Real reviews play a big role. Jay says, I got my mechanics GMB approved. I submitted through my own email. Yeah, there you go. Awesome. Good stuff, Jay. Jay is getting GMBs approved. Good stuff. Verified. Good stuff. Maybe one day we'll talk about GMBs. Okay. So every Wednesday, I probably plan to have a webinar or something, like a Facebook Live. So going over different topics. Some of you may know I have a coaching program. I'll be announcing in Thanksgiving, we have some new exciting stuff coming in, but I want to show one thing. Let me stop share. Hold on one second. Let me share my screen and I'll stop with this. In this course comes with a weekly coaching program, weekly coaching calls, plus a private Facebook group. We start with the basics, SEO, a lot of these client acquisition strategies. It's crazy. Advanced keyword research. This is key. Most people don't even do that when you're building out your website. Then we go into on-page optimization, off-page optimization, anchor text, advanced PBNs, GMBs. It's crazy. But what I'm going to be adding now is this new stuff with GMB maps tracking that we're doing. I probably covered today. I wanted to cover a few more things, but it's only 8:30. I probably covered not even 20%. In the mastermind, I covered something a week or two ago. We talked about exit data and GMB stuff and all that. So good stuff, guys. Anyone's got any questions, feel free to let me know. But if you found this interesting, if you found it knowledgeable, let me know. I can do more trainings on this. The goal, guys, get ready. 2024 is coming. Google is changing. Let's make sure we all be up to date with the Google algorithm, right? Good stuff, guys. I'm done for today. I will continue sometime next week, maybe once a week or so. All right. Take care.